Good morning, good people. This is your girl, Reagan Adams with All Things Reagan. Thank you so much for joining me today, this morning, or whenever you are popping on. So I wanted to talk to you guys this morning really quick about what was on my mind when I woke up this morning. So this will not be for everybody, and I need to really start saying that. A friend of mine, side note, a friend of mine told me a while ago, she said, Reagan, when you attach to people, your natural instinct is to inspire them, pump them up, get them ready to get going, and to act, to go, to do, to move, like you motivate people to do stuff. And everybody that connects to you is not in the space to get up, go, and do. And when they feel like they can't get up, go, and do, and you motivate them and do all the things, that frustrates them. And they're like, oh my gosh. So I have to start saying this is not for everybody. But what I say, what I'm about to say, it will resonate with some people and some it will not. So for who it's for, that's my disclaimer. Who my message is for is who it's for. But it's not really from me, it's from God. So when I woke up this morning, I kept hearing kind of in my spirit, like, don't stay there. Don't stay there. Don't stay there. Like, don't sit in your stuff. And so I know a lot of people that I have been talking to over the past, like, few months have just been going through some things. And people always go through some things, but I know we're in a spiritual shift right now. And so spiritual warfare is heavy. God, and not even just with warfare with the enemy, but God is taking us through some things to train us. So some of us are in a very uncomfortable spot or a season where it's like, man, like he's requiring more of us. So the pressure is on. Good morning, Piangela. The pressure is on to do more. And so most of us are in this, not most, some are in this uncomfortable season where it's like, oh Lord, I feel this pressure. But I know it's a spiritual change, but I don't quite know what to do. But he's just telling you to keep going. And then when things happen along the way, because Bible study was so good to me last night, and Pastor Keon had broke it down. He said that when you are birthing a baby, the baby moves things out of the way. So it's coming through the birth canal, it's moving everything, it's tearing some things, but the baby has to be born. But in order for it to come out, it's got to move some things around. And a lot of the things that are getting moved around in our lives right now are like stagnancy, complacency, comfortability, old habits, spending habits, like all of those things. Old friends, new friends are coming, like all the different things are happening right now, and it feels crazy. And sometimes we have the tendency to blame the devil, but sometimes it is God. Through our tests, our trials, he's growing us up in different areas, right? And so when things happen, you lose things, or you're getting in the will of God, or you're doing different things to make your life better that are uncomfortable, you can't sit in that. Like, I know it's days I'll be like, yes, Lord, I know what you're doing. And some days I'll be like, Lord, what is this mess? Like, I don't understand. Like, what is this? This don't even look like anything you said. Lord, what is this? I don't understand. And he was like, yeah, what I need you to do is listen to what I said, do what you need to do, but don't sit in the mess. If you've lost something, things are not happening or what you thought it was, do not sit there. Don't sit in the mess. My ex-husband used to say, don't sit in that vomit. Don't wallow in that vomit. Because sometimes this kind of gets on my nerves with other people. I know. Yeah. Because my patience is like for a lot of things. But some people something will happen to them that'll negatively impact them. And they want to sit there for a long time. Well, you know, this happened. I mean, I'm 44. I still know people who say, my mama didn't do, my daddy wasn't there, such and such passed away, I lost this money. When did that happen though? You better not tell me 10 years ago. You better not tell me 20 years ago. Matter of fact, if you tell me 2, I'm going to be looking at you crazy. But I do know I have detachment issues. Not issues, but it can be an issue. This sun is coming out. That's how we know it's the Holy Spirit, huh? That's what I'm going to say anyway. But when we lose things or things happen, it is for a reason. It is for a reason. You may not see it now, but it's for a reason. And the great thing that we have to always remember is all things work together for our good. All. And I can't wait to get to my coaching class this weekend, because we're going to talk about letting our pain pay for our lives. There's nothing you have gone through that will not help you grow and get paid and help others. All three. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. If I've lost something or somebody's or been in an uncomfortable situation, it has paid me. It has helped me come on here and talk to y'all. Because matter of fact, if I ain't been through nothing, what am I coming on here to talk to you about? What am I coming on here to encourage you about? Nothing. And guess what? I have to get confidence. And so if I don't have confidence, ain't none of y'all going to be clicking on my stuff. Ain't nobody getting ready to pay me to talk to me. Nobody's going to be inboxing me because I ain't been through nothing. Huh? You have to go through things. It's evident. The Bible speaks about it. You have to go through things. But how you handle those things, how quickly you come out of those things are going to help you. Ask me how I know. Does it feel good? Absolutely not. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Now what? What are you going to do about it? I don't have time. I was talking to one of my homegirls the other day. I'm up this day, I'm down this day, but I'm back up again because I know what God is going to do. But I'm just like, I got to keep my eyes on what God told me. That's what they were talking about in Bible study last night. And I'm going to post it right under this when I get off of here. Also, when you're going through things, even though you have a select group of friends, I was going through a thing a couple of days ago, and I was sitting with God like, I gotta tell somebody this because he knows how I am. I don't hold on to things. I don't. When I feel them, I gotta go tell somebody, or I gotta talk it out, or me and him gonna talk about it definitely. But I gotta feel like I gotta tell somebody. And God said, you can't. Not even your homegirls. The ones that are like this, which you can't. Because people are watching you and seeing, what is Reagan gonna do? How is she going to respond? Because she's out on a big faith move from God, and they can't see you crack under pressure. But you need the pressure, because the more higher you get, the higher elevation, you're going to have pressure. God needs to know, how are you going to deal with this? It's small time now. It's small. Did you lose a loved one? I hate to keep harping on this, but this hurts a lot of people. I know you lost that loved one. I know you love them, but they are gone. I know it hurts. I know it hurts. But why are you holding on to the person that is not here and you're dying? You're the walking dead. Thank you, Holy Spirit. You're the walking dead. They're gone, and you said, I'm going to stop living because they're not here. That's the enemy. I'm not doing that. That lost relationship, that lost situationship, guess what? It hurt. But I'm not finna quit living. Huh? I'm supposed to be married again. What do I look like? Yeah, it hurt. I'm crying over this dude. Lord, I don't know what I'm going to do. No, I'm going to bounce back. I'm going to teach whatever I did wrong in that lesson. It's a lesson. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to move this way anymore. I'm going to bounce back. I'm going to make sure I look cute and keep pushing. Huh? We have to learn. We have to learn how to deal with pressure. We have to learn to keep our eyes on the prize. We have to learn to continue to do what God said, and keep, for God's sake, keep people around you who are going to not be yes people to you. Not be yes people to you. I don't like hanging around yes people. Because people tend to think I know what I'm talking about all the time. I don't. And the people who are closest to me, y'all would be on the phone like, Reagan really does not have her stuff together. Like, she does not have her stuff together. But the great thing about me is my authenticity. I don't come in here and act like I got my stuff together. I tell you, if I got something going on, I'm going to talk to you about it. But guess what? I know I'm great at doing? Not sitting in the bull. You're not finna hold me down. I may not feel great today, but tomorrow, oh, let me have breath in my body tomorrow. I'm going to pull myself back up and keep going. Because I know what I want. I know what God told me. And my life is dependent on helping others. It's dependent on help. There are people who need to hear my voice, who are called to me to come out. I am a deliverer of people who want to live a mediocre life. The devil is a lie. We're not doing it. I'm not doing it, and I'm not going to let anybody that's dealing with me or attached to me live a mediocre life. We are called to live well. We are called to live well. We are called to live well. And I'll be doggone if I'm going to let the enemy snatch it. Definitely me. He's not going to snatch me. But anybody that is supposed to be under my voice, who I'm supposed to help, he's not going to have you. He's not going to do it. I had to tell one of my homegirls a couple of weeks ago, hey, man, I know you want to quit. But I know the enemy been on your head. He been on your head for some years. I've seen it. Guess what? You can't quit. I'm not going to let you quit. We ain't going to worry about this part right now, but you can't quit. Whatever I can do to help you, I'm going to do it, but you can't quit. You have to walk in your gift. Quit playing. Stop playing. Because sometimes we like to get in circles, and I got to get out of here. We like to get in circles and pity pat our friends. We're not doing that. You're called to live a higher life. The God you serve is high. What are we doing? What are we doing? Huh? Don't let your friends sit in their mess. You don't sit in your mess, and you don't let your friends sit there. Yes, you can have bad days. I didn't say that. We all have them. We all have them. But we can't sit there. And God forbid you throwing an excuse. Listen to me. I hate excuses. I'll try to give them every now and again, but I can't sit there because I don't like them. Reagan, why did I didn't do it because... And please don't tell me you didn't do it because you didn't have no money. Because guess how much I just published my book for? $0. It took time. It took time. It took time. You know how much it cost me to come on here and talk to y'all and get coaching people? It took my time. And I'm not a genius. I be wanting to say genius. I'm not a genius, but I know a little something about it. I know about losing almost everything and having to turn around and get it back with nothing. Huh? You thought you could take something from me? I'ma figure it out. And even if I don't figure it out, guess who can help me to deposit all the information and wisdom I need? The God that I serve, the Holy Spirit, makes me smart. It makes me relevant. Side note, please make sure you're operating in your authenticity. Quit watching other people to figure out what they doing. I said a thing. A lot of us compare it. Well, look at, such and such. Oh, she doing this. And I like how she does. Yeah, you can glean from people. You can glean from people. Absolutely. I like when they do. But be yourself. And the only way you know how to be yourself is if you know who you are. And that is dealing with the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Because a lot of the time, I didn't even want to come on here and talk to y'all on videos because I didn't like how my voice sounded. And the way I hold my mouth and all this other stuff, I didn't like that. But guess what? God said, I don't care. When he told Moses to go and tell Pharaoh to let his people go, Moses like, hell, Lord, I'm getting ready to tell him something. You see, I got this. God was like, I don't care. Basically, I don't care. I made you. I know what you got going on. You got me inside of you. What are you talking about? You go to all the nations. So we can't keep making excuses as to why we're not going. Because guess what? You're going to be responsible for not walking in your gift. You get to the judgment seat. God going to say, why you didn't? Why did you not go when I told you to go? And you can't sit up here and say, well, Lord, I didn't like how I sounded. I didn't like how I looked. My self-esteem was low. My mama didn't treat me right. My daddy wasn't there. Because 9 times out of 10, if he has removed them from your life, guess what? They were going to do more harm than good. Ask me how I know. And if they stayed, everything is a lesson. See what you can pull from everything that you've been through. There's some things in my next marriage that I'm going to take there. I'm going to take it in my next marriage. The things I learned. But the things that I didn't, oh, guess what? I'm not going to do that. Huh? So anyway, long story short, don't sit in your mess. Yes, it hurts. Yes, they left. Yeah, you don't have no money right now. But now we need to figure out how we going to get some. And if you are attending my class this weekend that you've already paid for, this was a paid session. If you're attending my class, we're going to talk about that. Because we're going to get paid off of everything the enemy tried. We're going to get paid off of that. We're going to get paid off of it. We're going to get paid. And that's it. So anyway, I got to go. You guys have a blessed day. This is your girl, Reagan Adams, with All Things Reagan. And Reagan says, I think it, I see it, I do it. And you should too. Have a good one. Bye.